What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Under Review. And this time we are looking at the brand new EA Sports Madden NFL 19. So, it's football season once again. And for all you fans of the NFL, you're going to be in for a great surprise. The great American sport is back. And building upon the great improvements to last year's game, it just seems every year it's getting closer and closer to real-life television with football. I mean, you can look at all the character models. Look at the gameplays of them. Look at how they interact with each other. Aside from some of the coaches. And I will say this. The coach, because I play with New England Patriots a lot. The coach for New England in Madden, that's not Bill Belichick. All the other coaches look great. You see Bill O'Brien in this same video. You're going to see the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, Mike Tomlin. But Bill Belichick, he will not give his likeness to EA for nothing. That don't look like Bill Belichick. That's a skinny, dorky-looking dude with glasses trying to coach football. But it just seems like NFL Madden is getting so close to real-life television with football. My wife was watching me play the other day, and she came into the room, or she was in the back room, came into the room where we were playing, and she couldn't tell whether I was watching ESPN football or playing Madden. That's how true to life it was. And with the Frostbite engine coming back for its second year, all the character models are insane. Even to the reflection in the players' helmets from the stadium lights. They even took into effect some of the year's rule changes as well. So, you know how last year they changed the rule for celebrations? They made it more lenient and allowed players to be a little bit more creative when it came to their end zone celebrations. Guess what? Madden adopted that same philosophy. Allows players to celebrate after a big play and touchdowns. And you can customize the celebrations. You can do it by yourself or celebrate with your teammates. All you do is by using the right thumbstick and pressing it in. On the actual game field, however, the game features a new revamped player system called Player Motion. If you played past iterations of the game and you, like me, felt that when you were running you couldn't quite make the cuts you were going for, or even make your player turn so he can go upfield in a quick enough way, this new play system allows players now the ability to do that. You can now make dynamic cuts and turn, and you can actually make your characters turn and cut to get past defenders and even find those open lanes at the line of scrimmage. You can actually play patiently with your running backs. They added a bit to the offensive side of the ball. However, they also did add some stuff to the defense this year. There was a new burst mechanic that will allow you and your defensive players to blow past their opponents and to get where they need to be as quickly as possible, as long as the player has the stats. Madden 19 seems to give you much greater control on the field, and for some who have been playing Madden since the very beginning, this seems to be the closest we are going to get to a real-world football simulator. Madden 19 also brings back the very, very popular story mode, the Long Shot. We now get Long Shot Homecoming, where we take on the game's main protagonist and his time in Dallas. And how the balanced outside world, your life, and football all come into play. It's not a retelling, it's actually a continuation. You don't get like a new player, it's a continuation of the player from the last season that you played with. And with all the same characters from the prior year, which I thought was brilliant. If they keep this going every year, this story could actually be really, really good. It makes you kind of like want to wait in anticipation for next year's release. It can go in a bunch of different directions, and it can go on for many years in the Madden franchise. The characters are very relatable, and if you're a football player from high school, semi-pro, or even college, this story relates to you and hits close to home. Madden 18 also lacks some advancement in the franchise mode. Madden 18, remind you, Madden 18, last year's version, lacked significant advancement in the franchise mode. However, Madden 19 made some pretty solid strides with addition to the franchise mode. From the revamped XP system to the archetype progression system, there is a lot of in-depth detail to different players you can now add. You can progress your players individually from season to season, so if there's a player you felt more in touch with or in line with, you can build them up year over year. It's not going to be something you're going to do before the start of your first season. It's something you have to progress and do. So you're going to have to play many seasons with the same franchise. You build your franchise. You're the GM. And there's also a brand new custom class draft creator mode in franchise mode, so you can kind of create your own draft class to draft from. Madden 19 is one of the best football iterations that we have seen for this game in many years, and it builds upon the successes that Madden 18 has already accomplished. It builds upon it in a very positive way. It flushes out this version to the best possible version. It's completely authentic and brings us ever closer to the football season on a much, much higher note. I'm anticipating the football season, and sitting down with Madden 19 just made that itch a little bit harder to scratch now. I can't wait. And Madden 19 was a perfect game to bring that in. And I can't say that too often about Madden games. I don't say that often about Madden games because it just seems like a rehash of the same things from the years prior. The last few years for Madden, they've been building on and building on and building on to the point that it is now, and it's actually a really, really solid game. So if you haven't played Madden in quite a while, now's the year to get into it. If you're one of those guys that took a break from Madden for 10 or 15, for about 10 years or so, now's the time to get back into it. If you're one of those like me who gets Madden every single year, you're going to be extremely thrilled with the progress you've seen in the series so far. So because of that, I am giving Madden 2019 a complete 9 out of 10. Thought it was a great game, great flushed out game. You'll get your money's worth for this year. And like I said, if you haven't played Madden in quite a while, now's the time to get back into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments below. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, game on.